You stay up counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're afraid you cannot run what's running through your veins. Oh, you're carrying the weight in the dead of night on that
It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Good-looking return set up here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Wasn't safe, he drew it up.
It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
258.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You talk about this Bengals defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Here's Rodgers. They'll find Metcalf. So the completion good for 7 there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I will see more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Open man, that's the tight end flyer move. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. A 4-receiver set here, 3rd and 5. Here's Rodgers to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They defer to Brown to start the drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. Side. 12. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. This one complete to Yoshibas. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. The Bengals at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to give that big advantage away.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Here we go. 180.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Rolling to his right.
Got his man. It's Warren.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 10.
26.
Rodgers going to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. Here now a 3rd and 20.
319. Inside. 319.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. The pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward, incomplete pass. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Here we go.
We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. a few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
Burrow looking to pass. Well, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 49 yards.
58.
Warren will try the right side. And he gets him a little bit closer. Takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Warren again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bengals drive about to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Gun. Stop.
Play action. It's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Catch made right side by Wilson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
On 1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job, and Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
On 1, ready?
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Now Burrow. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now Rodgers. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin, 48 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7.
Bengals 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll give this out the middle to Brown. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A very good return there, giving it even 20 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
48-yard line.
Now runs straight ahead with one. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and 6 now.
Hey, take 26.
Rodgers now to throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Cat 300. Cat 300. 258. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
11. Here we go. 12. 180.
Now it's Burrow.
open man is Yoshibas. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. Time.
From midfield now, Burrow. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
I should probably start a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that drink you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap to pay your bills.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lane. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Right, 80.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he's going to have a Bengals first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, he got 4 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the give, it's Warren. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
258 inside.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. That is caught. And he will have a Steelers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
50. 630.
Now Rodgers. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
To throw is Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 46.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
11 Thomas. 11 MT.
Another run for Brown on second down.
Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post-route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
This one complete to Yoshibas. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Again, it's Burrow.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he's wrapped up, taken down back at the 25. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Wide 80.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Short one there to Fryermuth.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
319.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
319. Inside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
He's got Brown and the out route complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
11 MT. Here we go. 180. 180.
Now it's Burrow. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. T. Higgins, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news here. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast, where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that big-time drive right there? If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just one pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as well. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
Enjoying a fourth quarter advantage.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Hey, 626.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple players getting home there for the 8-yard loss.
And assortment of sacks in this game. This was the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
Here's Rodgers. Under pressure, and they got to it again. Shamar Stewart. His second sack of the night. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Taking it about the 36. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And they will take over first and 10.
I'm fine, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Only 3 there on the screen and second down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow
gets this one quickly out wide. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
11.
Here we go. It's Burrow on fourth down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will take it out in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. McPherson now for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through. And we are tied here in the fourth. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. And they'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Here's second down. A handoff for Warren. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Rodgers. That's caught at the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf, 60 yards. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. At their own 23-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Burrow.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
T.J. Watt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
11 MT, 11 MT. 12, 12. Here we go. Stop.
Burrow. That is incomplete.
Well, they need a touchdown, and here they're saying, we're not going to get it 10 yards at a time. They felt they needed to take a shot there to at least get them across the 50, but that one falls incomplete.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Here's Burrow.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Higgins.
And he's going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Huge 1st down, got to hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13. Stop.
That's complete to Chase. Oh, a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Now 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Throwing. Burrow.
He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Now Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Gun. 11, 11, 11. To high. Right. 11, 11.
To throw, Burrow.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
This is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
Here we go. 180. 11, Thomas.
A final shot now for Burrow. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting into midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Steelers, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.